Thank you very much, David. Thank you very much, everyone. Today we're going to talk about sustainability in the lubricant and base oils industry. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Sabrina Crăciun. I'm the Senior Business Development Manager within Kline. And the agenda for today is the survey that Kline with United Kingdom Lubricant Association and the Lubes magazine has carried out in 2021 regarding sustainability in the lubricants and base oils industry. I will present to you the findings, commitment gap, measurement gap. I will present to you why, starting with why, the drivers for actions, and defining the benefits. And I will close with some final thoughts. The background of the survey. Lube magazine, in collaboration with Kline and UKLA, has commissioned a B2B survey, second half of 2021, where they focused on several key areas related to sustainability. The online survey was conducted at a global level, but most of the responses came from US and Europe. We have received around 300 responses, and we would like to say thank you to the UKLA participants as well. We also had the solid cross-section of industry participants. The questions were designated to help assess drivers, priorities, and the challenges associated with defining and actioning sustainability-related policies for the lubricants and base oils industries. We wanted to focus more on how to action it rather than what sustainability is and if it matters. I believe all my colleagues already said that sustainability is very important and it matters, and we can all agree with that, although there is a lot of work to do. In the first series of questions, we have focused on the segmentation channel that we used was industry supply chain, company size, and company ownership. So for the first series of questions, we have pictured here with the responses from the company sizes, small, medium, and large, and company ownership, private and public. As you can see here, we do have a commitment gap. While over 90% of the respondents confirmed that the importance of sustainability, the share of those who clearly articulated sustainability goals went down to 64 to 78%. The first question was, how important is sustainability to your organization? And we can all agree that sustainability is very important. If we look on the company size, all company sizes have agreed that it is very important. The percentage goes down when we start questioning does your company have stated sustainability goals? Does pro-sustainability stance translate into commitment? So as we can see here, we have quite a big drop when it comes to small companies. Mid-sized companies, 71%, and large companies, still quite a high percentage. The third question, does your company publish a sustainability report? Translated to, are you willing to make your commitment public? We see a huge drop to 1% from small companies. Medium-sized companies, only 29%, and large companies, quite a large share of 81%. We go further more in depth and we ask does your company have a full-time sustainability person or team? Are you willing to put resources behind the commitment? So as we can all see, small-sized companies have responded with a very low percentage. This can be also linked why small companies are not very willingly to publish a report, because we might think that they would not have the financial power to invest into hiring someone who would take full ownership on the sustainability part of the business. The fifth question, which was one of the most interesting questions, was is your company pursuing third-party sustainability certification? Are you willing to benchmark your efforts to a third-party standard? As we can see here, the percentages drop down within all the company sizes and all the company ownerships. This is quite a very complex process, and not many companies are willing to benchmark their efforts to a third-party standard. Moving forward to the segment that has a focus on the industry supply chain, we have picked base oil manufacturers, additive companies, lube blenders, and distributors and packaging companies. We've asked the same questions. So among different types of companies, you can see that base oil companies are edging ahead in terms of committing to specific goals, reporting, and having dedicated teams. So for the first question, how important is sustainability to organizations? We can see that for all the companies within the supply chain, for all the industry supply chain, sustainability is very important. But of course, the second question comes, does your company have stated sustainability goals? And here we can see that the leaders are the base oil manufacturers. The third question, does your company publish a sustainability report? Are you willing to make your commitment public? We can see that leaders are base oils manufacturers. Why base oils manufacturers are leaders? Because they do have an impact on the life cycle assessment, because they are at the beginning of the life cycle assessment as well. We can see here that distributors have the small percentage and packaging companies as well. Although, if we go to the fourth question, you will see that when they are asked, does your company have a full-time sustainability person or team, are you willing to put resources behind the commitment? You will see that packaging companies are leading. So they are open to invest in having someone internally that would take ownership on the sustainability part of the business, but still they are not open to making any public commitments. We can see here that the distributors have reported the lowest percentage. Is your company pursuing third-party sustainability certification? As you can see here, the most engaged have been the base oils manufacturers, followed by the additive companies, followed by packaging companies, lube blenders, and distributor. Packaging companies have a strong commitment and highest willingness of dedicating resources, and also they're the touching point with B2B and B2C customers. As quick as packaging, as we change the supplier for packaging, we also can, that can be seen outside by our customers if we're looking into having a more sustainable packaging supplier.